Okay, what's going on YouTube? Today we are looking at the Olight Baton Pro. Now this is not a new light from them. This is one that's been out for a little while now. However, it's something worth reviewing because honestly, this is one of their better models for a medium-sized EDC flashlight. So real quick, taking a look at this, the light does run on the Olight 18650 battery, just like most of them do. And that's what keeps it this nice compact size. You can see the body here. It doesn't really have any extra room on the edge to add weight or size to it. So they're able to keep this thing at a nice compact size. Looking on the official Olight website, this thing is 4¼ inches long, 3.77 ounces, and just under an inch in diameter here at the head. And honestly, this is an excellent EDC light. If you want something that's not quite as big as, say, like a Warrior from Olight, but also not as small as their i5T. However, there are a couple things that I am not a huge fan of on this light. I'll get to those in a second, but first let's kind of talk about the functions. So the Olight Baton Pro is one of the lights in their Baton series. And it seems like everybody these days has a Pro model of something. Apple's doing it, Samsung's doing it. A lot of companies are out there attaching Pro or Plus on the end of their products and trying to entice people to buy more of them or a different model. And so a lot of times it's just slight tweaks. And in the Baton Pro situation, it's kind of the same idea, but I think this is actually warranted of that Pro label. The reason being, and I'll try and get it so you can see, I'm not sure if you'll be able to, this thing is actually rated to pump out 2,000 lumens. The regular Baton, the S2R Baton, is rated to, on turbo mode for 1,150. This is rated for 2,000 lumens, so almost double what its smaller companion can do. Many Olights, I'll kind of walk you through the functions here. You press and hold, and you get a little moonlight mode, just a couple lumens. This is honestly one of the more useful features. I love it when flashlights have a moonlight mode because when you're walking around the house at night, it's just easy to have a little bit of light so you're not lighting up the entire household. But from there, you can just press and hold, and you can see it goes up all the way up to the 600 lumen mark. And then if I were to double click, that's your turbo mode of 2,000 lumens. And I don't know if you just saw when I did that, but I'll try it again. Oh, I'm sorry. And then off. It kind of gradually goes up and down, just like the i5T does. It's something that's not as pronounced in this flashlight, but it does gradually get brighter and gradually get dimmer. And that's really nice. I thought it was a little bit gimmicky at first when I first noticed it. However, it's kind of nice so you're not instantly going blind if you needed to pop this thing into its turbo mode. It's a great little feature. It's handy to have on here. Like I said, the maximum output on it is 2,000 lumens, which is incredibly impressive. It does have a throw of about 144 yards, maximum runtime of 9 days, and an IPX8 waterproof rating, which I've said it in the past, you guys, if your flashlight does not have a waterproof rating on it, I question why you purchase it, because it's if something's being marketed to be carried or used rough, it's got to be waterproof. Just sweat, grime, dropping it. It needs to be waterproof. I'll leave it at that. One of the things that you'll notice on this light and why it got it, or how it's able to produce 2,000 lumens on basically the same body size as the regular S2R Baton, is you'll see here on the pocket clip, the bezel actually comes up almost a ½ an inch, quarter of an inch past the end of that pocket clip. So when you stick that in your pocket, that actually is pretty noticeable. It does stick up from the pocket a little bit, a little ways. And that was something that I initially was not a fan of. As soon as I took this out of the box, I saw that. I noticed how much out of my pocket this was going to stick out, and I wasn't a fan. I like things to be as low profile as possible. However, if you guys remember from one of my prior videos, my actual carry knife that I carry most days is a Benchmade Griptilian. So if you compare where these two sit outside of the pocket, they're fairly similar. I don't know if you can see that, where the pocket clips end, but they are pretty similar. And so that really makes it a moot point. They stick up about the same out of my pocket. They're honestly very similar in size. And so it's very easy to carry. It was much easier than I expected to be. And I'm happier with this than I expected to be. Staying on the pocket clip, you guys, this is the lowest point of this light. And you've heard me say this. It was a similar complaint on the Warrior X Pro. However, the Warrior X Pro had a little locking mechanism to keep this pocket clip on. The pocket clip on the Olight Baton Pro, and I do believe it's the same pocket clip on all of the Baton series, all the second generation Baton series. I hate this pocket clip. I really do. I don't know why Olight can't just create a better functioning pocket clip on their Baton series. The original Baton was great, but this one gives me problems enough to where I've learned how to work around it, but it was still very aggravating at first. So as you can see, try and show you this, the pocket clip goes just beyond the halfway point. So that's already better than what the Warrior X Pro had, because we know that barely reached the halfway mark on the body of the light. However, the problem is it's still not strong enough. This pocket clip is not thick enough. It's not strong enough to retain the light if you're trying to fish something in your pockets. Like I said, I carry these two things in my right side pocket, side by side, just like this. And if I have anything else in the bottom of my pocket, if I try and reach my hand into it, this pocket clip will pop right off the light. And then my light falls out of my pocket, or the pocket clip falls on the ground. Usually both. They usually both end up on the ground as I pull my hand out. Yes, I can stop putting other things in that pocket, but it's just kind of empty space. And if I ever want to carry like AirPods around, or a small multi-tool, or even chapstick, it's going in my right side pocket. And with this weak pocket clip, it's kind of difficult. I mean, you guys can see all this wear on the sides where I've had to constantly reattach this clip. I found ways to work around it, so I wouldn't say that that's a reason to not purchase this light whatsoever. I will throw that out there though, because it is a problem. It is my biggest downside of this light. Now, it's got the magnetic recharge just like most Olights have. The build quality is extremely high like most Olights are. I'm very happy with this light overall. This retention system on the pocket clip is a weak point in my opinion. The other odd thing, and it doesn't make too much of a difference for me, is the fact that this pocket clip is a two-way reversible clip. I don't know why. Because honestly, because it sits bezel up in your pocket, it lends itself well to being attached to the brim of a hat to be a headlight. I don't know why you'd want this. I guess to clip it upside down, maybe if you had a coat or a backpack on and you can light the ground below you. I haven't honestly used it in that way whatsoever. I don't see a lot of use for it coming around like that. It might be because, again, these are the same pocket clips for all the Baton series. So maybe on the very small Baton light, that's about half this length, that might prove to be useful, because maybe people do mount that upside down, or they do like to just clip it to their shirt while they're walking the dog or something like that. On a larger Baton Pro, I don't see a point for it. But again, it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. This doesn't bother me. The fact that this clip can pop right off, that bothers me. Despite that flaw that I see in this light, it's excellent. The texturing on it is great. It feels nice in the hand. The button is easy to use. And you can see it does have that indicator light on there, so you can see the battery level. It's got the Olight magnetic recharging base, and because this light is so small and so much lighter than the Warrior series, you can actually magnetize this to like a car hood or something like that, and it will stick. So that's a nice feature to have on a flashlight, especially one of this size. It makes it more of a jack of all trades flashlight, in my opinion. And it's not that much more expensive than the actual S2R Baton, the step down of this. So if you're looking for a lot of power in a very compact package, the Baton Pro is going to be perfect for you. I highly recommend it. It's going to last a long time. If you like things to be on a low profile, if your knife has a deep carry clip and you don't want the flashlight sticking out above it, you might want to look at the S2R Baton 2 or S2R2. I'm not sure what it's titled anymore, but there is a baton out there with a little bit lower that sits flush. That might be a better option for you. You're going to sacrifice the power output, but it's still going to be a solid flashlight for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope it was helpful. If it is, please hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot of reviews coming. In fact, I'll show you guys right now. This came in today, the green Olight M2R Pro. I do promise you I will get other flashlights and other gear in here that is not Olight related. In fact, I'll probably hold off on that one for a little while because it just came in. And I've got a couple other lights from a few different companies, actually firefighting related, that I want to get reviewed as well. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss those. And if you don't want to subscribe, if you could at least hit the like button if you enjoyed this review, if you found it helpful, that helps my channel. It helps get these videos out there. Links for purchase will be down below. Those do help my channel as well. And also, if you want to read about this review or have some more photos, click the link to my website below where you can look at the blog review of this. Until next time, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, always be first in the door. Thank you.